We just saw Straight Outta Compton, and on this show I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it here in the car, and then we have a discussion. The review part is spoiler-free, so if you're on the fence or looking for a recommendation, you can watch this video, find out what we thought without spoilers, and if you've already seen the movie and want to know everything we thought, including things that might be spoiling the plot, watch the video called Straight Outta Compton Movie Discussion with Spoilers. This is a biopic about NWA, made by Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and Eazy's widow, I guess, and some other folks. It's 2.5 hours long. That's not necessarily a problem, but I would say that's probably the biggest problem that the movie has. The story's really good. It does a good job of dramatizing and giving you more detail on things that you probably already know about the group, because a lot of that stuff is pretty, well known. It's also supposedly been trimmed down from a 3.5 hour version, and I just wonder if it would have been better as almost like a mini series or
That's what I thought.
Something like that. I could have watched this for another hour, no problem, but not in a theater. 3.5 hours is just a really long time to not hit the pause button or use the bathroom or something. I thought all the performances were really good. Like I said, there were things that I didn't know that were in here. Yeah, I mean, overall, it was good. It was well done. I enjoyed it. I think if you're a fan of NWA, you'd enjoy the movie. Just know what you're in for time-wise, I guess.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
I thought it was an amazing movie. I mean, having grown up in that time frame, I didn't necessarily know the ins and outs of everything just because I was so young to actually comprehend everything that was going on. And, I knew what was going on, but I totally didn't.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's a good movie. I would have almost preferred it to have been a mini-series.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because it was so much that they compacted into 2.5 hours. And I didn't feel like I was in a movie, watching, a movie script play out. It was so good that I continued to want more because there's so many more I'm sure there's other things that they could have put in
absolutely.
there. And they just didn't have enough time, so... I mean, if they really would have think about it, I mean, they might still even do it. As
3.5 hour director's cut or something.
I definitely would watch it. It's definitely a movie for young adults or even, people who want to get a brief actual lesson from another side.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It was good.
I love this movie. I grew up idolizing Dre, so learning about the ins and outs of NWA, the rise and fall, it was amazing to me. I loved every second of it. I would have watched a 3.5 hour version of that movie and been just fine, but I agree there's so much that they could have gone into that it would have made an amazing miniseries, especially in the hands of somebody like HBO but definitely a great movie. I would recommend it. No questions asked.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed the music. I really liked the early beginnings of that stuff. So for me, it was really cool seeing them in the studio and just kind of how they were I mean, they basically had nothing, but how they made something out of nothing was just it's a cool story. I also thought it was way long, and it could have been served maybe even better as a really high quality TV series. As the movie, there just seemed to be a lot of details fleshed out that didn't really seem to help pacing wise or. Why is that really there? You could have easily trimmed that off to make, it could have easily been a shorter, tighter movie, but I also think it would have been even better as a longer TV series.
Yeah.
Just so they could flesh out all that stuff without having to worry about time constraints.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, check it out. That's a recommendation from us. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, and check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com. Thanks for watching.